Live from Dublin. Do we ever do that?
You want me to fix like my live from Dublin?
Oh yeah, live from Dublin.
What's a Dublin? What's how you do it?
Okay, I've tweeted that we're live, so now we are live.
Yes. Garrett's gonna do a Dublin accent for us.
Oh, in Dublin, we're live from Dublin.
What was that first word?
We're.
No, before that.
Oh.
Nice. First word out of the mouth on the Dublin accent.
We're live from Dublin.
I think that's Scottish.
But
I think it's an attempt at Scottish.
Hey, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Robin Williams. Welcome, everybody. This is the #1 podcast on the internet. This is the Neurotypical Little Bitch podcast.
Yep.
My name's Derek Acosta. I'm the only person here who's woke as fuck to social issues. I'm sitting here with 4 neurotypical little bitches. Today we're going to get their opinion on issues reflecting.
You're not. He's not so neurotypical.
Oh, we're gonna cover that.
We're gonna delve deep into it.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Strap your ass in, wrap the seatbelt up tight around your waist, because we're going on a hell of a ride today as we explore social issues.
Ooh.
And we're back.
Theme song.
The spread like a rash, the way they ass wiggle. See, I got the on the smash. Now listen, I let the L smell a whiff of that and bag all the bitches. Now watch you see me zipping the flash. I'm saying, Now I'ma put you on blast. It's like a tin window when you put your on a glass. Bust right through the window, then it sit on the dash and have a driving reckless till you making them crash. Come on, we making money. Now pop your muffin while we be watching you shaking your shit. Move, girl, like your ass on fire. Like your ass on fire. Move, girl, like your ass on fire.
Okay, well, that wasn't where the theme song was going to go. So,
Okay.
I guess you already did it.
We'll fix
So-
it Tuesday.
It's already in there.
Just let me know where it's going to go.
Hey.
Do it again.
Okay, cool. All right. I will let you know.
Hey,
Why are you wearing shorts, man?
What? Why am I wearing shorts?
Why aren't you, dude? It's
am.
hot.
it's hot as hell.
I am wearing shorts.
A cuff does not equal a short.
Come on.
I
It's like
shortened.
two
I
cuffs.
shortened my
Disgusting.
pants.
I guess.
They're
Technically,
shorter than
You gonna
normal.
ride your fixie with that?
These
Can we
are
go to the
called-
expert?
These are called hillbilly shorts, okay? Because when you look at a hillbilly,
Hillbillies are dumb.
whoa! Now I'm not
Does the
saying
doctor
that.
have an opinion?
Those are capris at best. Those are not capris.
That's
This guy, this fashion retard over here. I know that's offensive.
Capris,
but
that's
I,
chick
but
shit.
I
That could be offensive
I
too,
use
I'm
the
sorry.
science of taboos,
Fuck.
and I say the things that are not supposed to be said to bring your consciousness to a point. This guy doesn't even know what capris is.
It gets your attention. It does.
It does. Capris are when your pants naturally end right here, okay?
Pedal
These
pushers.
pants go down further, but I shorten them. So this is a pant. This is a pant leg,
Can we get a shot of that?
and that's shorts. Pant leg and shorts side by side. So this is not even the point of the podcast, but I'll take the time
All
to
right.
educate you guys.
Yeah. I'm into fashion and all kinds of forward thinking when
You're
it comes
so
to.
woke. Dude, you're so woke.
Well, I know he's woke, but I'm still asleep.
I feel like I just feel like I'm the only one affected by what's going on right now. Like, we're all cracking jokes. I feel like I'm the only one who has, basically felt the weight of what's happening. We, as Mega64, can quit. This might be... I'm going on record. This might be the last... This is the 10th anniversary of the podcast. You realize that? Right now.
Wait.
Really?
This Sunday?
Right now.
Hot
this is
Sunday
the 10th
night?
anniversary of the podcast, and it feels appropriate. Frankly, everybody, we made it. We did it.
Holy.
We made it this week. We made it to the fucking Fine Brothers YouTubers React series. We did it. We climbed up the mountain. We scaled Mount Everest by the skin of our teeth, by our fingernails. And we made it to the top of the mountain.
Silver.
And all those haters out there, all the naysayers said we couldn't do it. Guess what? We did it.
And anybody, by the way, if you've ever accused us of meme spouting, take it back now. Because meme spouters don't get to react to stuff
Exactly.
on Fine Brothers video.
Not everyone can YouTube react to Harambe.
Yeah. Is that something a meme spouter would do?
Yeah. No.
I
dicks out.
doth thought not.
So,
Is that the silver anniversary? 10 years?
Fuck
That's
you.
25 years.
Oh, okay.
It's a platinum.
All right.
And
Wow.
Yeah.
and
It's the Wood anniversary.
we had to
the
swat,
unobtainium
we had to
anniversary.
swat all these
Paper.
things out of the way. Fucking movie deals, TV deals. Get that shit out of here so we could finally get boom to the top. We are on YouTubers React with the likes of Matt Pat.
Who else was on
Matt
that
Pat,
episode?
Jack's Films,
Yeah, that
It's
dude.
out?
and
Some
Herbert Knows Everything, or what is the guy's name?
Some other girl. There
What's
was-
the guy's name? Herbert Knows Everything, or Josh Knows
I don't
Everything?
I don't know
That's-
what the fuck you're talking about.
The guy.
The
Anyway, whatever.
Herbert
he knows
doesn't
everything.
sound like
Some
a modern
jackass.
name.
No, he's a good guy. But anyway, we were the best. Let's be real. Let's
were.
call it like it
And
is.
two, I don't want to
We
throw
win.
our new best friends under the bus. You have them get run over. But they didn't even use the funniest parts that we filmed. I'm gonna say
We
it.
talked about
Your
drowning
best
that
friends.
kid. We talked about drowning that kid. We talked about shooting that fucking gorilla.
You know what? Jared Leto style, when
Yeah.
he said they had 2 hours worth of Joker shit,
Oh, too edgy.
they've got fucking a half-hour episode worth of us reacting to stuff.
You
I
guys are
think-
like Dice Clay, you know, it's too much.
It is. Honestly, I was saying stuff I probably shouldn't have. Rocco and I actually left the studio afterwards thinking like,
Probably
you know,
offended
we
him.
reacted like really aggressively towards this child.
Yeah.
being like harassed. Like immediately we were like, yeah, fuck that. Like, yeah, who cares? Like,
Yes.
we showed no compassion for the human being's life
Yes.
in jeopardy. But that's how we are.
I think that kid's gonna grow up and be like Brian Fellows.
Well,
Maybe.
I was gonna say
Animal lover.
Do you remember?
Yeah,
that?
I do.
Yeah, it was a
love
great
Brian
SNL
Fellows.
sketch.
out of the gate, it's not in the video, but out of the gate, as soon as we didn't know what they were going to show us, and as soon as they played Harambe clips, we said some of the most fucked up stuff possible, just out the gate, all guns blazing, and then I had a moment of realization, going, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are you showing this comedically or horrifically?" Because we launched right into comedically, and that revealed something. And they kept that reaction. That reaction is in, like me realizing, like, wait, what is the angle of this?
Oh.
But they didn't
little
keep,
net.
But they didn't keep any of our fucked up jokes, so we do look better probably than we would have. So
Yeah.
thank you. If anything,
So they
we
made
owe,
you- yeah,
we
they owe
owe
you.
the Fine Brothers.
Yeah.
They
So,
reeled you in.
but we have since day one. The Fine Brothers, we owe you. They, I think, should be new Mega64 members.
Wow.
Have them write them. I
Yeah.
think.
Wow.
I'm not going to go that far.
Oh,
Members?
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
say-
Well,
Eric,
Sean is out, so we got
Ryan,
someone.
where do we
got to
sign?
have someone.
Sean's out.
bringing these Fine Brothers in.
I guess so.
A lot of people asked, where was
done.
Sean? Is Sean not in these?
Kev?
Well, he wasn't there. I don't see him here. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing, it's a practice run. We are doing so well on our Patreon, and I promised once we hit the $9,000 mark, that guy's out.
We're like
So-
400
wow.
bucks away.
we are like
So-
400 bucks away. So
This could be
honestly,
permanent.
This is like a trial run, and let me tell you, it's been a great week.
Yeah.
No barefoot fucking smells around here.
I keep
That's
my
right.
No,
Stinky feet smells. Everything's been funnier.
My
No
kid-
one's had a headache.
Nobody's been
migraine.
negative. No negativity.
yeah, no negative, none, zero.
Nothing but positivity and friendship.
The Tylenol lid's been
I gotta
on
drive
the
home
bottle.
to wipe the kid's
That's
ass.
right.
None of that.
All the Tylenol isn't mysteriously disappearing, so I guess we're drug addiction free now.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're all good.
here
We're
in
clear.
not a
Mega64.
single class of dance at all.
No,
not a
no
single
dance
one
class.
done.
Class of
didn't
dance.
even know what it
Single
is.
class of dance done at all.
So anyway, trial run. Let us know what you think. Email podcast at mega64.com. How do you
Make
feel?
Mega64 great again. I heard that Sean actually supports Donald Trump, and
Yeah,
that's why he looks the
you
way he
think?
does.
You
Yeah.
thought it was me, but
Because
yeah,
he's
it's
always
Sean.
Sean actually, when you
Family
think about
man.
it, he looks like Donald Trump with a beard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He acts like that too.
He's
He
all
acts
about
like him, too.
family, and they're all blonde like him.
He's
Yeah.
on the Trump train.
Hey, Sean, I got a question for you. Why no people of color in your family?
Yeah.
yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Neither his brother or his sister.
No.
They're both white.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get his brother and sister. Like, he had no choice in that, but he made those kids. He could have, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them could have not been
Shouts
like,
out to the whole Chit Chat family.
Yeah.
They came on to the PPS and just had a whole like Partridge
Well, that-
Family band.
Well, that was kind of the grand. That was the.
That was
send-off.
his send. That was the
That
swan
was
song.
kind of like, I guess, yeah, like the kids will take over. I don't know. Maybe we'll have Beckett sit there next week.
Let's hope. Anyway, so just trying it out. Anyway, but yeah, so that the Fine Brothers video is out. Look up YouTubers react to Harambe.
Yeah.
Our best work.
Is that what it's
work.
called? Like
Yes.
you search for it?
Yep.
I can't even find it. But
Wow.
That's
Harambe.
Now I'm curious
How do you-
here. Look, we should have people
Now, I
here.
think this Harambe thing might catch on.
Yeah, and I think we say
I'm
that.
calling it now.
Yeah.
I think you're going to hear more about this Harambe character and his child molesting ways, I guess. What other word is there, Eric?
Yeah, I
That's what
mean,
he was.
you
laughed at me,
molested.
but
Shoot that fucking
that gorilla
thing.
was a fucking child molester.
Yeah.
If you
what do you
dragged
call
me
it?
all
Eric?
around by my arm, I would feel totally molested.
Yeah, not everything needs to be sexual, okay?
Yeah, Eric, what did you like what he did to that kid?
Definition.
Yeah, were you into that?
I can't. I don't
Eric's
know.
at a disadvantage because he can't.
He can't respond
He can't
this week.
respond
He
with
can't
his camera
respond.
this week.
Oh, what does everyone want to say to Eric?
He's shaking his head yes, he's smiling.
I'm
He's
just gonna
like,
give him. I'm like giving
yeah,
bird.
yeah. That's what he's doing over
You
there.
liked what he
bird.
did? Wow, that sucks, dude. You like Trump too?
Eric's
Dude, he's
nodding.
nodding so hard.
Back
Yeah.
up.
That doesn't look sarcastic
Trump
at all.
lover over
Wow.
here.
When we said, do you like Trump? Eric made the circle and the line and put them together. So
Yep.
what's
What
that
the
mean?
fuck,
He did
dude?
this.
He's married.
What does that
Whoa.
mean?
Ew, dude. Respect the ring. Ass
Middle
white.
finger technology, bud.
Jesus, dude.
The circle and the line is a confirmation.
He's like red, sweaty face over there, crazy. Are you going like sex crazy or what?
Yeah, he's
Ew.
doing
I don't know
sex
sign language, but I know this means yes.
This is what your daughters are
What
afraid
are you?
of.
What is he doing over there?
No, oh man. Anyways, what's
Isn't that what Raymond said in the video?
you said it just now?
Oh God!
I was
Stop
quoting him.
Sound, Christ!
I was quoting him.
All right.
That sound. Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so that's that. That video, the react was so good, we didn't make a video of ourselves.
We don't need to.
We don't need to anymore. We've perfected comedy through our
We
observation.
blew our creative wad right in the Fine Bros
I
face
can't stand this fucking thing.
No.
on camera.
Poor guys.
That sounds right.
That's
Hey, no, but
Are you familiar with the creative wad? No, what?
But as per usual,
You only
we've been
need one.
working on some projects that will materialize soon. Working on stuff behind the scenes.
They know what we're
Some
working on.
you don't know, but a lot you do. Enough said.
You were working on something. Were we going to show it today?
We're
right
working
now?
on our
Or does that
tans.
come
Me and
later?
Rocco are.
Well, maybe a little later.
All
Let's
right, we'll
save a little
tease it.
treat.
We'll tease it.
A little treat for
We'll
them.
show
Tease it
you
before
what
we
we
go.
have been working on a little bit later.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I've been playing a video game. This is the #1 video game podcast on the internet.
So we have to talk about
You have
it.
to talk
Yeah,
about
so legally we are obligated to talk about this next part, so bear with me. This is for tax purposes, I need to mention this.
It's a write-off.
Yep.
Redout. I've been playing the game Redout on Steam, another title suggested to me at PAX by our good friend, shouts out, Jared Thorbon, Cheap Ass Gamer. This guy,
This guy's awesome.
He's getting so much free promotion from us because he brought over like a handful of Steam codes
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
dumped them on our table at PAX. So I've been going through those, and the latest one I checked out is Redout, which is a racing game on Steam. It's kind of like, did you guys ever play, this is going to make me sound old, sorry, Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer?
Oh,
yeah.
fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
On Nintendo 64 and Dreamcast?
Oh, man,
This,
a long time
hey,
ago.
Split screen
Yeah.
shit.
I played the
yeah,
arcade game.
I like that game. I actually really like that
That's a
game.
good game.
It-
Yeah, it
you
was
know
fun.
what? Some people like shit on it, and they feel like anything tied with Episode 1, Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace is a piece of shit. And honestly,
Jedi Power Battles wasn't.
No, it wasn't. That was a great game.
That was a great game.
I'm not going to say Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer is the greatest racing game of all time,
Yeah.
but I had fun with it. And Redout reminds me of the things I like about that game. You have like a strange hovercraft vehicle. You've got these weird levels on what seem to be different planets. The race courses themselves are really cool. You're going
head
inverted.
mode.
You're doing loops. You're doing jumps. It's almost like pod racing meets F-Zero. It's
sounds-
like
that's
it's
what
like
I'm
a
saying.
new
It sounds like
F-Zero.
F-Zero.
Sounds
Yeah.
awesome to me.
Yeah, so it's also apparently VR compatible. So if you have a VR
Oh.
headset,
Ooh.
which I have not tried yet, it
Yeah.
seems like that'd be really cool. But I'm enjoying it. It's been a while since I've gotten into a racing game,
Yeah.
and I can't do regular like car racing. I always need a gimmick. Like I can do Mario Kart. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
stuff,
same here.
Stuff
That's
where
how I am,
you're kind
too.
of like battling. This is more straightforward racing, but the world itself I think is interesting. So I recommend it. Check it out if you got nothing to play. Check out Redout.
Hey, that
Available on
says
Steam.
something.
Sounds cool.
It says something I'm kind of with you, and it probably makes me sound old too, but I haven't been able to play just a straight up racing game since like PlayStation 1.
No,
Yeah.
I think it was
at
the
all.
last time I got a Gran Turismo or like.
I feel like we're kind of all like that. Yes or no?
And then Burnout kind of like refueled, but there was a gimmick to Burnout.
Yeah. I think
Burnout Paradise is the last racing game I got into.
Burnout
But still,
game
there's
is
even a
fucking
gimmick
good.
there.
Yeah, but that was like open world.
Pure
Yeah.
like circle track. Like,
This
did you guys
is-
ever buy circle track? Like,
No, and this
Not
is
since the
definitely like
N64.
in between your races, you are looking at a screen of like update your vehicle, like upgrade your vehicle, unlock power ups to your vehicle, and get ready for the next race. The cool thing is you don't have to do the races in any given sequence. It's just a list of things. So you can like
Okay.
pick your tracks, do time trials and stuff like that. Redout.
that sounds good.
I'll have to check that
Check it
out.
out.
The only racing games I think I've ever liked were Mario Kart, obviously.
Yeah.
Mario Kart, and I'm going to go Wipeout on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Various,
Well, I know you
whatever.
love that
'Cause
on the
that's
mobile
That's
platform.
futuristic.
Yeah.
Mario
You're a big
Kart.
fan. You're a big fan of the soundtrack on the mobile platform.
Oh, you know that?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
do you know about that?
Oh, I know all about it.
In case, I think we talked about this on a podcast in like 2008.
Rocco loves to play his portables at full volume in the back of the taxi from the airport to the
It
hotel.
was a shuttle.
It's pretty embarrassing.
It was real
Oh,
embarrassing.
it's a shuttle.
When like a family of
It's pretty
4
embarrassing.
got on.
Not
like,
only that, no,
jet-lagged,
it
red-eyed.
has nothing to do with whoever's on the bus.
6-year-old kids.
It's that everybody in the airport has been flying all day, and
Yeah.
everybody's tired and exhausted, and honestly, like feels gross. They just want to relax, and we're sitting on a quiet bus.
Their ears hurt.
Then all of a sudden, from the back of the bus, and it's like the only sound on the bus is from this grown man just in his own world. It's like out of a movie. It's like
Cool. Well, yeah, welcome to this cool movie.
welcome to this cool movie, and you could just kind of see nobody's gonna say anything, but everybody in their exhaustion from being in the air for 12 hours is just like turn slowly.
Take a nap.
With
You're
this,
that tired.
with this dead look on their
Take a
eyes, just like,
nap.
are you fucking kidding me?
You
Not
probably-
even that they care,
the
but
soundtrack of that game is so tight. Like, why am
Hey,
I'm going to mute
You
it?
probably
No,
throw
no,
out
no, no,
Matrix
not even
World.
that
through PSP
I don't even think
speakers.
they care that you're playing video, but just like put headphones on. Just
No.
why
If
why
the
can't you
soundtrack's that
just
good,
keep it to
If the
yourself?
soundtrack is that good, everyone
He's
should-
doing his
Why can't-
Agent
Check it
Smith
out.
voice too when we're busting his balls about it.
It's like when you go to the Halo 2 launch, the guy wants to play POD out of his trunk. You know, it's like...
Yeah,
you
it is like
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
You're
you
that
know?
guy.
Yeah, you're that guy.
You're that guy. You're the guy that we make fun of every time we go.
Yeah, but you remember him, don't you?
Oh,
There you go.
yeah,
I'd rather
that guy.
I'd
Good
rather be
times.
remembered.
I'd rather be forgotten and liked than hated and remembered.
Hey, I gotta say,
disagree.
Hey, words to live by.
this is such a funny conversation every time we have it. So I'm glad you enjoy your EDM at volume
I
11.
do. What? Yeah, they might as well... Vegas has the electronic Daisy Carnival shit.
Is that where we were? We were doing this.
Yeah, we were on the way to Vegas. Yeah.
The Daisy
They already, people
Carnival.
there are already used to it. They have to hear it when they go to work.
Talking about Burning Man?
Hey, if you like EDC, you're gonna love the soundtrack to Wipeout being blasted
On the
back of a
PSP.
bus after a 13-hour flight.
Not a Vita.
13-hour flight, 45 minutes.
For us,
For them,
it's a
yeah.
fucking airport. You have
If
no
you
idea
don't
where
li-
those
well, if
people
you
are
don't
coming
live in
from.
California, you fucked up anyway. So who cares?
Oh my gosh. Well,
Whatever.
that's a story.
Eric wishes he could react.
I'm sure they're over it.
My comfort is your problem.
I bet you say I'm sure they're over it. I bet you there might be a person out there who remembers that fucking guy on the bus who was blasting that Wipeout.
Blasting that cool music they
That
wanted to hear.
techno nerd with his fucking Game Boy.
No, it was,
Cool
it was
music.
dope. Anyway, speaking of games and stuff, speaking of things, unfortunately, I have to keep to myself. But VR is going to be PSVR is weeks away.
Dude,
Yeah.
I can't share that with anybody but myself. I have
I gotta
to keep
start
it.
hunting.
But I'm curious. No, but just bringing up what you said about Redout having VR support. I wonder if that will ever come to the PlayStation VR because that sounds cool.
Maybe.
But man, that's weeks away. I'm starting. The only commercials I'm seeing for it are ones connected to Taco Bell.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's like, oh, eat Taco Bell and you can get a free one. It's like, I feel like I should see normal commercials first. But okay.
But hey, when PS4 was out, I felt like I saw a lot more PS4. Hey, buy the grande meal at Taco Bell. Get a voucher to enter to win
Yeah.
PS4.
I don't have TV. I haven't seen any of this.
The only promotion for Vita I ever saw, was posters for buy Taco Bell and maybe win a Vita.
Yeah.
It's like,
They love
hey,
Sony.
Sony, you could do your own thing if you
Live
want.
lost.
Yeah, I
Know your community, I guess.
People know, like, gamers stay up late. If you're a gamist, you gotta
get that
get
fourth meal.
Yeah, get your fourth meal, your munchie meal. If
and
you're
then
one of
you'll be
those
living
meme
more.
gamers.
Yeah.
If
You'll
you're
be
a
living
dank
lost.
meme gamer,
What?
do that.
What?
Oh no,
Seriously?
Sean!
I don't
that's
drink,
Why,
so I don't care.
that's why he's not
Eric
here.
just
Sean
informed
loves
us
that lemonade.
Arnold Palmer just died.
He's a famous golfer.
Yeah, pour out a lemonade.
And
Mix
drink
lemonade
and
and-
drink
and
creator.
Well, yeah, I mean, iced tea and lemonade mix
I
is
thought,
known
wasn't he
as the
famous in
Arnold
the
Palmer.
20s? Is this
I
guy?
thought he
Did
was
he
already
come
dead.
back to life and then
I
die
thought- hey,
again?
I thought he
Rocco,
was- yeah.
I thought the Wasps got him long ago. as
Yeah.
well.
What was the age of Arnold Palmer? 114?
82.
82.
Was he
Oh my
golfing?
God.
no.
Did he die doing what he loved?
Drinking Arnold
Did he
Palmer.
swing?
Yeah,
Having a
forward?
half lemonade, half
He
iced
died
tea?
doing what he loved.
Golfing?
Living.
Maybe
Living.
he came upon a hornet nest. Living.
I didn't know. What he did golf?
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah.
He did it. He was a golf doer.
I know all about
Yeah,
American
golf.
history.
Well, what do you call it? A golfist?
Player.
Hey, everyone shut up! Yes.
Yeah.
He was 87.
You guys
Golf is
are just trying to
87.
get,
They're adding that
golfist.
into the Olympics now. Golf
you
is
guys are
back
just trying to
in.
get my goose today.
Golf is back in this Olympics.
Yeah, it was.
Arnold, you
Anyways,
got to see them.
Thanks for sharing that
return?
irrelevant
Anyway,
tidbit.
he's dead.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Blech.
All right.
Day.
Hey,
Slow down.
you know, speaking of video games and stuff, one of them that I'm really looking forward to that was unfortunately delayed. Whatever, they're gonna make it better. Okay, fine. But was the new South Park? The new South Park Fractured But Whole game was coming out,
Wow.
and honestly, it was gonna the way that what I think happened. Maybe they're taking the time to make it better. But I honestly think what happened was this was originally it was coming out I think early December, and then they delayed Final Fantasy 15 to early December. Both RPGs, and I just feel like if I was working on South Park, I would want to get out of that shadow as fast as I could.
Yeah. That game has so much hype built up around it, though, now.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It can't live up to that. But
has anyone seen that Kingsglaive movie? That's
No, I
kind of like a
never did.
prequel
No.
thing.
no.
I played the long ass demo at PAX, and it looks, it's fun.
I've done
I'm gonna
both
get
the
it.
demos. I'm gonna get it too, but God, the hype is gonna be so big.
It's Final Fantasy, and they've had like 80 bad games at this point, so my expectation is right here. So
yeah, Derek's like out cold. He doesn't even want.
I was
Final
listening
Fantasy.
to you guys.
Oh no, I like your reaction though. Yeah, Final Fantasy.
I felt like I was in school for a second.
it's a
Like,
snooze fest.
I'm listening.
It's like we are in school. I mean, we were playing Final Fantasy games when we were in school.
Yeah.
And they were fucking great.
Can I pause for a moment?
Yeah,
These chairs are so comfortable.
you love it, right?
And after,
Compared to-
like,
That'd be
nice.
sitting on those broken-ass
It's the
chairs
leather
for
in
over
this
a
heat.
year.
Yeah.
Hey, those old chairs, they're called
Suck.
broken-ass chairs because
They're
my
plastic.
ass felt fucking broken every Sunday.
It
I'd have to go massage my own butt,
Yeah.
like, once I got home.
I never had butt pains,
How do you do that?
but it would go up to like my
your own butt?
neck. It would go like
Yeah.
I never have back pain or bone any kind of pains.
This guy's
in
Man of
general.
Steel, made out
but
of
after sitting
metal.
doing the podcast and after shows and stuff, I would have like back pain.
I would be straight up sweating after podcasts
Yeah.
in December because they
Yeah.
were so like
Those chairs
uncomfortable.
suck.
Yeah,
and
that-
thank God we got rid of Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was the only one who
He loved them.
those
He loved
chairs.
them. They had
They felt
lights.
good
I
on
mean,
his
give
feet.
him credit. It was
He
cool.
found him on Craigslist for $10 and was so proud of his deal, he forced us to sit in them and he punished our asses for
Literally.
over a year.
That's true.
You mean
Sean-
we found them in the arcade
No.
of the basement of the mansion?
No, fuck the
Are you
bullshit
breaking
fucking
the
spin
fourth wall?
story.
All right,
I'm
well,
not doing
kayfaving
the
here,
Seanaganda,
bro.
the Sean,
Seanaganda.
the Sean propaganda. Oh, these
Proper Chatfield.
yeah,
It
these
is- it
chairs
is
are so special
disinformation.
because they came from a magical fucking arcade.
Oh my
fuck
God.
off! Fuck the chairs.
It is disinformation what he was trying to propagate.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
and then he like taped some fucking Christmas lights to him, like, ooh, look, they light up. And it's like, yeah, but my
Yeah.
ass looks like it's made out of cement now.
Yeah, my ass is
Feels
lit up.
like it.
Yeah, it's like you got
It
plastic
hurts.
surgery in Tijuana.
Yeah.
Sean,
Cement the ass.
if he
You
edits
do that.
this, oh, I don't know if he's still hired here, but if he edits this, make the theme song this week "Light Your Ass on Fire"
Yeah.
Yep,
by I think it was Busta Rhymes and Pharrell.
I love those
So,
artists.
anyway, a moment ago, my eyes were closed. I was just thinking about how nice this chair felt. It's nice.
They really are like so
I'll
much
try it
more
out.
It
comfortable.
would be nice to have one.
Well, you're not at that level yet, so zip it up, and maybe you'll get a chair someday.
Fuck. So anyway, South Park. Yeah, so that got delayed. Probably to get out of the way of Final Fantasy. I don't blame them at all. But yes, South Park. They they timed a bunch of shit came out. It's starting to come out now that I think was coordinated to come out with the release of the game. Like I had some big figurine that I ordered, like Mysterion, that just showed up, and I was like, oh, I forgot I even pre-ordered. Oh yeah, this is. I think it's all
Spoiler,
supposed
you
to
know
be
what it
around.
looks like.
How could you forget you pre-ordered Mysterion?
Because I did that I think I did it like a year ago.
Wow.
I just forgot it. I forgot it happened.
Mysterion.
But anyway, but they put out they released the whatchamacallit, the last season of the show on like a Blu-ray or whatever, and I'll still get those sets because they'll have tons and tons of commentary on shit from Matt and Trey that are really interesting that you don't get otherwise. And it was really funny because there was something they did last season that I swore I was the only one. I was sitting there going, are they parodying this? No, they wouldn't, because no one else would know what that was. I know what that was, but are they?
Are you
There's
talking
no
about
way.
the PC Principal season?
Yes, that was this last season.
It's like the first season I've watched in like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
So
probably.
good, though.
Well,
It was
so-
really, really well written. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
and
great.
so there was one episode where it was kind of about the gentrification of South Park.
Okay.
About how there all these rundown areas that make it
like
fancy.
Sheepot Town.
Yeah,
that whole
instead
thing.
of calling it south of South Park, it's Soto Sopa.
Which
And-
we kind of have that shit in San Diego in certain parts.
Sure.
Like NoHo and like
Yeah. So they had this.
Yeah, my favorite part is
LA.
Yeah.
No, I mean
What's
well,
NoHo?
whatever. North Hollywood. That's like an LA thing, but like
Okay.
San Diego. I've seen that on fucking signs in what do they call
You're
them?
like, we have that here in San Diego, like NoHo.
Yeah,
And I
we've
was
got like a North
I've never
Hollywood.
heard of NoHo.
North Hillcrest.
I'm pretty sure it's Wayho.
Nihi, Weho.
Wayho.
But boom, boom, boom.
Well, so-
Tomato, tomato.
Wayho, NoHo. Anyways,
We were in
Let's call the
Norco.
whole thing off. So yeah, what they talked about was so what happens in the show is they turn it into this place Soto Sopa, and they just show all these like stock footage promos they made. So it's like Soto. I'm gonna get real close. Soto Sopa. You can sit back and just remember the good days. Soto Sopa. Why not have a drink in one of our many breweries, custom to your whatever.
And it was all live
They just-
action footage, right?
Yeah, they actually got stock footage, and it's just people like drinking wine next to a fire. Soto Sopa, it's just delicious, and different types of cheeses. Woo! So anyway,
sorry, just sound test.
No, that was in the
Sound
episode.
test. Yeah.
okay. So anyway, what I thought they were making fun of, and on this commentary, they fucking confirmed it. You could find it online.
Yeah.
But when I used to go, I went over the years. I would go on these family trips to like Las Vegas. We'd see family out there, and if you stay at any hotel that Steve Wynn owns, now the Wynn, he has his own hotel. But if you stay there, he will always have a channel. They'll always have a channel that shows you around the hotel, like here's what's in the hotel. You know, a lot of hotels have
I've
that.
seen that. Yeah,
But
here's our arcade,
if
here's
he
our-
owns it, he will always personally narrate it.
Oh, really?
And it sounds like, I was laughing so hard because they summed up. They were like, it's like he has a microphone shoved so hard into his face. The Wynn Hotel buffet.
That's what they're fucking parodying?
You're gonna love the fish and chips to die for. It's so tasty to your lips. Anyway, and I knew it, so they confirmed it on the thing.
That's
and
great.
anyway, it reminded me.
that's
I wanted
crazy.
people to look on YouTube. Look for, I think it's called Tour of the Encore. I think that's what it is.
on YouTube.
You can look it up on YouTube. Go find it, and you will it'll help you like fall asleep. Like the way he talks about his hotel. And I
Real
was like,
ASMR
I was
shit.
like, I was so vindicated that they confirmed that's what they were making fun of. So
You have a history of loving these weird hotel videos.
yeah.
Like, who's the comedian who gave a tour and taught you how to play blackjack?
Yeah, Caesar's Palace until like the early 2000s had the same 1980s video.
You met the guy.
It was a comedian, Will Schreiner, like an old 80s comedian.
a Shriner's roast.
That was it was him and like 80s Howie Mandel showing you how to like gamble. And they were so ham-fisted. He runs into Johnny Mathis in a restaurant, and Johnny Mathis goes, "Hey, what do you think of these keynote numbers, Will?" And he looks at the ticket. Chances are you're going to buy breakfast. And then Johnny Mathis goes, chances are I might have to do something with that. Nah. And then it would just like page peel transition.
That's dry.
And I would watch. My whole family would leave that on the
Probably
TV the whole trip.
They hired some local production company in
Oh,
Vegas,
yeah.
like outside some guys,
Yeah.
like little business.
And like a few years ago, I talked with
Will
that
Schreier.
comedian. I found his contact info, and I asked him. I wanted to surprise my brother for his
emailed
birthday.
him.
I contacted him and I said, "Do you have a copy of the video that where you taught people how to gamble?" And I got the most negative, angry email that was like, "I'm glad they don't play that shit. That goddamn video was a fucking pile of shit.
He wrote it all croaky.
I hope it never sees the light of
Is that what he
day."
sounds
Anyway,
like?
so you never.
So that the email was written like.
Yeah.
You know,
It
Las
was all
Vegas
caps.
is always like, it's always hailing itself as the entertainment capital of the world. When you go there, that's the number one thing they promote about themselves.
Yeah.
But then when you watch TV in the hotel, you see that their idea of entertainment is not very good.
No.
No, they
They're
just
always-
got to sell it to like foreigners.
They're
or, like,
always promoting
Midwesterners.
some like singer from 40 or 50 years ago who's like still going in Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world.
I think
Really,
the
it's
internet
like-
has changed a lot of
It's
that,
like
though.
the entertainment graveyard of the world. It's like where entertainers go to die. Their
Yeah.
last hurrah. When I was in Vegas a few months ago, I turned on the TV and they spent like 45 minutes interviewing some scat singer.
Oh, for real? So
Scatman
they're
John?
still doing this shit.
I don't remember who he was, but yeah, and he was talking about his style. Like, yeah, you know, I ever since I was a kid, I always sang with ooba-dooba-dooby-doo. But then, you know, maybe in my 20s, I started to experiment more with maybe a little bit of a skibbity-bop-boo-doo-bop-biddy-boo. And it was just wonderful.
this
And like,
podcast.
it wasn't a podcast. It was like
Well, no,
some
this right here
leftover.
is just very musical with Rocco's whispers.
Some leftover
and your
interview
scat.
from like the year 2001 on like how this man learned to scat.
You're gonna
Do
love
it
the
over
scat.
the scat. Do it over the scat.
The scat is gonna make you.
Ooby-dooby-dooby-doo.
You're gonna come when you hear it.
Scooby-doo-boo-doo-bop-a-dop-boo-boo. Rick-a-goo-goo-boop-biddy-boo. Shoo-bidoo-ba. Shoo-bidoo-doo. The entertainment capital of the world.
But then you'd be surprised because a lot of the entertainers, because I get that impression too.
Yeah.
But then you see some of them, like I've seen some, like, okay, how's this going to be?
Well, you go to the
and then you
Beatles
get blown
thing.
away.
That
Because,
love-
like, I remember, like, Tom Jones was playing nonstop at MGM, and it was like, oh, Tom Jones, kind of a novelty. Like, remember Tom Jones? And you see him, and it's fucking incredible. Like,
Yeah.
Tom Jones is so good still. Like, he's really good. So
Yeah.
it's interesting, but it is definitely that aura of, like, okay, we're here now. You know, like they've made it to their island they're going to stay on for the rest of
Yeah,
their
I
career.
mean, I'm not going to say it's not the entertainment capital of the world, but in being the capital, you get a lot of shit shows
Yeah,
as well. They're not all like,
Yeah.
you know, Beyonce at the stadium. Sometimes,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
sometimes
people
you get
get residencies.
Scat Man in the lobby.
I bet if you're like a superstar, you get a residency.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yes.
it's not our thing, but Celine Dion had like years of
Elton
doing
John
shows.
is
Elton
doing
John.
it. Yeah. Celine Dion
Britney
did it for a
Spears,
while
Penn
and
and
actually
Teller.
yeah.
Oh yeah. And I'm sure those shows are fucking phenomenal. I always wanted to go see The Amazing Jonathan when I was
Oh,
younger.
dude.
Yeah.
And I never did.
I saw The Amazing Jonathan.
I would be in Vegas a couple times that it was playing, and I just never got
It
out
wasn't
to
amazing?
I remember
No.
wanting to
It wasn't
until
good. It's
Derek
just-
came back.
Was it the
Yeah,
same
seeing
act
it.
as those two specials that he had?
You know what? Here's my opinion. I really like
love
magic,
those.
and I really like magic shows. I've seen David Copperfield, Siegfried and Roy,
Oh, wow.
Lance Burton.
Wow.
I've seen a lot of magicians. So when I saw Amazing Jonathan, the magic was not up to snuff. It
Oh.
was more of a comedy
interesting.
show.
Yeah.
the college in San Diego?
No, I saw him in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
It was a comedy show, and the magic was like he would do tricks, and like from the audience you could see how he did it. And that was the only magic show I saw in Las Vegas that did not have perfect magic.
Really?
Where
Yeah.
like when a magician in Las Vegas performs, it is mind blowing. Like how the fuck did they do that?
Yeah.
Then you watch The Amazing Jonathan, it's like, okay, well he's not.
His shit's like
I know what he's doing.
more of a here's the jokes.
Yeah, and then so as far as was it like the specials, yes, but it was the same like comedy from the specials. So at the same time,
You've
it's like
seen it.
I've seen these jokes, and
You're
the
not
magic's
supposed
not
to do your
impressive.
material after you
so-
release it.
Yeah, you gotta keep
still
it fresh.
Still one of my favorite. I think maybe my favorite show. Well, maybe not the top one, but one of my favorite shows ever is still Penn and Teller. That blew me away because
Yeah.
they were so professional, and every trick was like, I don't know how they, and they would stop and show you how they did some of them, but there'd always be some extra thing where it's like, okay, you explain the whole thing, but then they do one more thing, and it's like, well, wait, what the fuck? Then how'd you
Penn
do that?
and Teller did this special once, and I don't know if I saw it on like YouTube or Netflix. I saw this years ago.
Yeah.
But it was like a history of magic.
Oh, really?
And they actually
yeah.
they go into the Middle East and they give you this history, and they're like, this is where modern day magic was invented. It came from these street performers in the Middle East, like, and kind of that stereotype of like the snake charmer, like that's the environment. And there are really old parts, these old markets in the Middle East where these like old school magicians still perform in that classic style, where they will throw out a rug and just perform magic on the street.
That's cool.
And they're
hat
like,
or what?
and they're like, these are the most hardcore magicians you'll meet in the world, because these are like street magicians above all street magicians, like from an ancient order of magicians.
Wow.
And they talk about specifically in this special the rings, the separated rings trick, where you take a solid ring and you bang them together and you take them apart. And they talk about, you know, classic tricks like that. Everybody knows how to do it. So as a magician, you go back to those classic tricks because everybody knows them, but you put your own spin on it. And that's what gets you respect in the magician's world. Doing a trick that they know, but in a way that they've never seen it before.
So they know how it's being done, but
Yeah,
you're
so
putting your new
basically-
But they
spin
can't
on
see
it.
where the turn is.
This is what was so interesting. They talked about, he's like,
Chris
they're like-
Angel imitates
First of all,
Jesus, walks on water.
Teller speaks in the
Case
thing,
in
which
point.
automatically is mind-blowing. The guy who's always silent is just like talking, and he's like,
During the stage
yeah,
show?
no, it's not a stage show, it's a documentary.
Oh.
So he's just doing camera interviews talking about magic, and he talks about, he's like, I came here and it was such a treat because a magician had heard I was a magician, and he did a magician's trick on me where,
I saw this excerpt.
yeah, he was basically like, he had me pick a card, and then he didn't tell me what it was. I had to put the card back, and anybody else watching would just think that like nothing's going on. He just handed him a card, and then he looked at it, and it was the card he handed him. But as a magician, I saw all these tricks. How he forced a card onto me, and then he slipped a different card to me, and then he removed the card. So I assumed it would be a different card, and when I saw it was the original card, I laughed because he was playing on my magician expectations. He wasn't treating me like a regular person. He was treating me like a magician. So that being
He
said,
tricked you without a trick.
Yeah.
Teller does a ring trick, and it's so, this is the best part of the documentary because he does a trick that fools those magicians, and he's like, I do this trick in America that I came up with, and I'm going to show it to them to try to get their respect. And he like does it, and they all like, there's a language barrier, so they can't say anything to him, but they all like start laughing, and they're just like, oh, this guy, he is a real magician.
That's cool.
So that kind of, just to get back to the point, that backs up. Those guys are like legit magicians.
They have studied every facet of it. So
They are.
So and that's what's so great about their show is they're on there. They're on the stage acting like they don't take it any of it. Like it's so casual and everything is easy and this and that. But it's like behind that is real research and like it. I don't know. It impressed me so much. And not only that, this is another big thing is when that show was over, they hung out and said they would hang out in like to meet everybody
On a
until
show
like the
night?
last person was
Oh,
gone.
that's cool.
And it was just, and it wasn't that expensive to go. It's like, man, this is the best show. Like I think in Vegas.
That is really
yeah,
cool.
they're legit.
They're great entertainers.
If you have a residency or something,
Yeah.
you're
Getting
doing
baked.
that like 3 times a week or
Yeah.
whatever for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And you live there
at a
and
hotel.
it becomes so tight.
Yeah.
If you're a music actor or a comedy actor or whatever,
Yeah.
that shit is just so like by the books probably.
Celine did that. She had a residency out there,
Oh,
but
yeah.
had to cut it short because
Why was that, Yolanda?
her voice was like getting thrashed.
Who?
And Celine.
Yeah,
Celine
okay.
Dion. And it wasn't even because I thought like what because it's hot like what, but I think
The
it
air
was all the
conditioner.
AC, like just
Air
dried her
conditioning.
voice out. Yeah. Because I know a lot of
Need that
singers request no
dehumidifier.
AC backstage in their dressing room. Like they said, like just put me in a dressing room with a big open window or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, but
Huh.
because I guess it'll do that. I don't know anything about that. But
Yeah, I mean, an air conditioner is meant to like dehumidify.
Yeah.
I bet there's some
Interesting.
shit you could breathe through. Someone should invent some
She
shit
should
that
have
you-
like a Darth Vader mask.
Yeah, that you have to like put on an
It
hour
would add to
before
her
your
personality.
Yeah, she could enter like that. Dun,
Before
dun,
your show,
dun,
go
dun,
cryo
dun, dun,
chamber
dun.
and then
Yeah, she comes out of the
Lady
cryo
Gaga
chamber.
should invent that shit.
Yeah.
She's into some new stuff or what?
What?
Yeah. Well,
She got a
hey,
new album coming out.
I really? Wow.
Nice.
It's about time.
I'm gonna buy it.
We do
I like
have some
Dark Pop.
sponsors.
Yes, we should thank them.
Yeah.
Hey, first out of the gate, we should say thank you to our current and ongoing sponsor, Kickapoo. Kickapoo Joy Juice, the greatest drink ever made. That's right. It tops them all. Coffee, fuck you.
Better than water.
Water, piss off. Piss off.
Some people
water
do.
on.
Some people like that.
Some people
The
do
little
like to drink piss.
shower play.
Yep.
And I'm saying forget it. Kickapoo Joy Juice.
Little piss quaffing.
Drink a refreshing, have a sip, and enjoy the refreshment.
Which flavor of Kickapoo is that?
Ew, what the fuck?
Oh, what?
We got fucked again, dude.
Hey, that's not certified poo right there.
This is like
Dude,
the
that's
second
sick.
time.
It stinks
I thought
like
it was
dog
a-
shit. What is that?
Oh,
I smell
Is
dog
it made
shit.
by that old
smells like
fuck?
fluids.
Kevin,
oh,
I
check
smell
your shoe.
I smell old people. Do you
smell
some
some
on this
fluids?
bottle?
Kevin,
Okay.
check the bottom of your shoe. What did?
last time
Is that the?
we got fucked by Lester,
Fucking asshole.
and tonight, what the fuck
Who's
is this?
this?
Melba's Fixins.
Melba.
Peaches and cream.
Old
Melba.
bitch.
Hey, Kickapoo already did peach the right way. Fuzzy Navel, that was a good drink. What is this shit? Peaches and Melba's Fixins. I don't know if she's in cahoots with Lester, but Lester and Melba, go fuck yourselves.
How do you feel?
You belong in a prison in Guantanamo. What?
Are you sick or after taking a?
Yeah,
sip
I'm
of
probably
that?
gonna have fucking
They should
salmonella
take-
after
Do you
this.
think
They
it's
should
safe?
take Lester and Melba in an airplane,
ew.
in an airplane, and tie a
good?
bag over their head in the airplane and push them out over the ocean.
Dude, fuck
And
these
just
people.
fucking fly
Oh,
away.
Lester.
There's
Yeah.
high fructose in this.
Of course there is.
Oh, the white man's poison?
There's high fructose in this. That's sick.
Of course.
Don't do it.
Melba,
Don't do it.
Melba,
Make-
you're
I
a
warned you.
asshole.
Make them disappear. Do it.
Does it smell like shit?
This water.
Lester and Melba, you belong at the bottom of the fucking.
This smells like
Great
fucked up
Lakes.
root beer.
I wish we had some Kickapoo.
I wish
wash that down.
I wish we could do
Don't
like
drink that
we should,
sickening.
somebody should do Pablo Escobar shit to them.
Yeah, dude,
Yucca
it tastes
pucca.
like her
Yeah.
fluids.
Yeah.
It's like someone took
Okay.
Melba's
I wish I had a
fluids from the
Kickapoo.
hospital.
I really wish I
Do you
had
remember
it.
that scene in
I don't wanna try
Scarface
it. I don't
where
wanna try
where
it.
he
Oh,
goes
don't
God,
do it.
I'm
where he
Malibu.
goes, my word is
now.
my balls. I don't break them for nobody.
Yep.
Yep.
I remember
And
that.
then he gets the binoculars and he
The
sees
yayo.
the traitor
Yeah.
in the helicopter. That should be Melba.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you show Lester that and go, don't try to fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
what
you
say.
dare try to fuck me, Lester.
You're a
and your
tiger. You
fixins.
belong to me.
Don't you dare try to fix me.
Now your husband
Yeah.
is dead.
I'll give you.
Oh.
I'll give you.
Anyway, so go to get a Kickapoo instead. Go to drinkkickapoo.com
Amazon.com, search for Kickapoo.
and follow at drinkkickapoo on Twitter so that you know.
What about my foot?
It's picking up.
This is like the
So that
Sonic
you know
cast,
the
though. We're
truth.
getting all
I
musical.
thought we fixed all audio.
No, we're doing music match.
All right.
You know.
Anyway, go get a Kickapoo. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. We have another sponsor tonight. They have returned out of the shadows. They've been
crazy.
gone, and they have reemerged. And I am proud to announce tonight's show is sponsored by SumoLounge.com. Get a
Damn.
sumo. Have you noticed when Derek said these chairs were comfortable earlier, how facetious he was being? Yeah. You could tell too? Yeah. Because he wishes he was sitting in a sumo chair from SumoLounge.com. One of these big ass cushions, you sit on it. Sit on it. That's their slogan. Because you're gonna want to.
That's
you're
erotic, dude.
You're gonna taste. I'm still thinking of Kickapoo.
No. Your butt's gonna taste.
Your ass
Your butt's
is gonna
gonna
Your
taste-
butt's
happiness.
hungry for a sumo.
You're gonna taste better after you sit
Your
on
butt's
a sumo.
thirsty for
Your
a
butt's.
sumo.
I got a thirsty butt.
Hey, you got a
son.
thirsty ass, dude?
Get
Yeah.
a sumo
Look,
in
if
there.
you're not sitting
Cork
on a
it.
sumo, drinking a Kickapoo, watching the Mega64 podcast, you ain't a true fan.
Yeah.
And that's
You're a-
just
Enough
it.
said.
You're a
Enough
lame
said.
fuck. Yeah. I'll just leave it there.
All right.
Wow.
Jesus.
I'll leave it there.
Jizu.
Lame
You're a lame
fucktard.
fuck. No, I didn't finish it.
You guys got it.
All right.
Okay.
He said it.
All right. Thank you to SumoLounge.com. Get a chair from them and sit on it and love it like you should. Hey, and while you're out on the internet, I win the internet. That's what I like to say sometimes when I look at it.
When we're not adulting, we're winning the internet.
We're winning. Winning.
Lol.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
XD.
Hashtag.
HIV positive Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, never forget.
Keep it posy.
Not that there's anything
Not
wrong
that
with that,
posy.
but
Posy vibes.
it is what it is.
Less posy.
ISIS.
They're
what it
actually
is.
literally pausing vibes.
Yep.
So anyway,
Took a little bit. Someone got it.
All right, keep going.
but anyway, yeah. Hey, I want to say thank you to everyone who checks us out and supports us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Mega64. Again, we're getting closer and closer to future goals. And because of the Patreon, we've been able to work on all the stuff behind the scenes that we wouldn't have before. So thank you guys very much. It was a lot of fun. I'm saying it like it's over. It's not. We're still doing it. But anyway,
How do you like it so far?
Sean is almost out of here.
Yeah,
So
please.
contribute to the Patreon.
So close.
And also, shop.mega64.com. Check
Yes.
that out. The snapbacks went up this week.
The snapbacks
yeah.
did. And I want to say, if you didn't get one now, because this might be end of the line for the snapbacks. We may take a little break from doing that after this.
You don't want to flood the
So
market.
if you want one, I would get that now because I don't know what's coming up. Yeah. So get one now.
Which is this, the burgundy one?
Yeah, the burgundy one is
Gotcha.
on there now. The new snapback.
Might
We
be
had the
the last
snapback, then we had the new
chance.
snapback.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we had the Patreon exclusive snapback.
That's
but
true.
That's just for our patrons. Hey, if you haven't seen our Patreon, Rocco already said it, but go check it out. And if you're already signed up for the $1 tier or the mid-range tier, bump up.
It's worth $1 if it makes you laugh.
Evolve like Pokemon,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
You've won enough matches, now you're ready to get some new skills.
Yep.
What else is there?
Hey, well, something that I wanted to do,
Yeah.
in all honesty, I'll give you a little bit of behind the scenes.
Okay.
We've got, I know this is a little bit of a self-promoting segment of the podcast, but, it's okay. We have Mega64 Gamedays coming up. Big event in November, November 5th and 6th. We're so excited. Again, if you don't know about it, day one, we have basically a convention for a day. And then day 2, we go to Disneyland. There's nothing to not love. You will have the best weekend of your life. I promise. You go and you will enjoy it. But anyway, we're going to at some point in the near future have a new shirt that I think we're gonna sanction as our official Game Day shirt. But it's kind of complicated to make, so they're still working on that. So look for that.
So we
that
can't
may be
show it off
that may be
just
coming
yet.
soon. We're not going to show it just yet, but that may be coming soon. So keep an eye out for updates. And I'm sorry they're not out yet, because normally by now we would have that kind of thing out. So we'll keep everybody updated on that. However, what we can let you know is Game Days is coming. We already said it. And we got some very special guests that will be attending Game Days this year.
That's who they want. They want to know.
We're going to announce the guests now, but just keep in mind, there's still going to be even more that haven't been announced. Even after this, we're not going to give you everything, but we're going to give you a little something.
So after this announcement, there'll be another later announcement.
Let
Who
them
knows?
let their beat.
So-
Announcements abound.
Keep
This is
put
the
it.
announcement for the
Do an
announcement.
alert in your phone that
Yeah.
there's gonna be another announcement later. I don't know when to set the alert for.
Who knows?
Every day.
Wing it, whatever you want.
Hey Siri, set an alert for 2 weeks from now. So hopefully if they play that back at home,
play
it'll
that
just-
back over your phone.
That'll do it.
There it is. Well, I think without further ado, we have a little trailer we'd like to show you for this year's Mega64 Game Days. If you want to play it, hit it.
Or if you don't want.
Attention! Game Days is coming. Armies led by these young men who make the sickest vids in all the land descend upon California for an unforgettable weekend event. Day 1 is a convention like no other, with panels, screenings, and special guests. And on day 2, yonder we march straight to Disneyland, and the guest list is wicked tight. Game Days Day 1 guests include the whole gang from Funhouse, and a Gettysburg-level performance from the boys of Buckwheat Gross. Plus, the Booth of Mystery, containing a very special cyber virtual guest. A guest too famous to be revealed in this promo. Peep the website for tickets and information. We'll see you all then. It'll be beautiful.
There it is,
Dang.
ladies and gentlemen.
That looks awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
You got
Funhouse. Funhouse is attending
That's right.
Game Days, and the boys of Buckwheat Groats
Buckwheat
are going to
Groats
be
Squad.
there performing, just doing their thing. We got them all.
Straight up.
We got the best guests.
Kind of the best of both worlds. Because
Yes.
I don't think that Buckwheat Groats and Funhouse have a lot of crossover fans.
They're
I'm gonna
about
say
to.
no.
But they're
But
about
they're
to.
about to. And besides, we're all here for Mega64. So we're kind of spreading our wings, bringing different families together. It's all one big family
Exactly.
after all.
Exactly.
So this is like Christmas family reunion, essentially,
Yes.
for the year. Game Days 2016. And, of course, the mystery guest.
Well, that's what I want to know is a
Can't wait.
a mystery booth
The mystery booth, I should
with
say.
a virtual cyber guest.
Cyber
Like, what would
guest?
that be? Are we talking like Zordon?
How close
We
are we to
don't
Cyber
know.
Monday? Is that tie-in?
We've been talking closely with the establishment, the residency that will be hosting our event, making sure that all the cables, circuitry, Wi-Fi,
Oh, yeah.
broadband, it's all available. T3, T4,
Make sure it's up
top
to
tier
snuff.
level technology will be on display.
4K.
It's got to be something to do with technology because virtual cyber guest, it's probably like someone from Reboot or something. But I don't know.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
I'm not going to say.
Hexadecimal,
but
maybe. I'd get a
Let
boner.
your imagination run wild.
Well, let your imagination
I'm
run
into
wild.
It's
Too
like Elza.
famous of a person for us to mention here. Legally, our lawyers wouldn't let us say anything. We were gonna say who or what was in the booth, but they said the
No.
fame level attached to this project is unprecedented.
Can't do it.
And
No.
You're not allowed to do that. Okay, contracts will be violated. Television shows may be canceled or developed based on what we say here.
Exactly. So, if you haven't yet, get your tickets now. Go to mega64.com/gamedays. There's not that many tickets left for the day one event. You don't want to miss out on that. So get on that right now as I speak.
In fact,
We're all gonna be there
is it
all
not
day.
sold out already? I'm amazed it's not
It's
sold out
going.
already.
so
Oh,
close
Because
it is so close.
The Game
He's
Game
going.
Days Day 1 event is not a very big event. Inherently, it can only hold 400 people, maybe a little bit more, give or take.
It's like a nice, cozy crowd.
And that's the limit. So this isn't like fucking Comic-Con. This isn't PAX
Everyone
North.
talks about
There's seriously
when-
like a few tickets.
Everyone
left. That's
talks
it.
about when
Yeah.
a con used to be good. Like, oh, Comic-Con was so cool back in the night. This is like where Game Days is at now.
What did you say?
Where can people get the tickets?
I just said
Where do they go?
mega64.com/gamedays.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
Shouts
if you
out.
want to get a ticket, get it. It will sell out. There's not going to be thousands of people there. It's going to be 400, give or take. That's a small, intimate group. Imagine getting to see Buckwheat Groats. Usually they play to a room of 10,000 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You never
easily
get close enough
selling
to
out
smell the
Madison Square
groat.
Garden.
Yeah.
But at Game Days, all things are possible. So come on out, check it out. And that's all there is to say about that.
Fuck yeah.
That's
what I say.
Hey, speaking of events, this week we went to actually a couple weeks ago we went to one. Most of us went to an event. We went to there was I haven't been to any like concerts in a long time, and then suddenly in this past like week or two, it was ELO was at the Hollywood Bowl.
Barrage.
Yeah.
And then just the other night was a Lost concert, feet from the other one. It was right by the Hollywood
Yeah, that's
Bowl,
like 2
right?
blocks away from where the Hollywood Bowl
Yeah.
is.
So both of those happened this week.
And that's Michael Giacchino conducting?
Yes,
Yeah.
Michael Giacchino conducted the score to Lost, and they had like an anniversary event where he played all of the he scored basically the whole scenes from the show,
Yeah.
just music from the show in general, and
With the orchestra that actually like
yes.
Oh, the people that recorded it.
Yes.
yeah,
Oh, sick.
primarily like they said
For
like
the most part,
by
yeah.
and large this is the cast that actually put this music to
Yeah.
Who-
the show.
Jumping forward from ELO, who went to the Lost event?
It was us and Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And what was really cool about it, again, it was the people who played for the show.
We went and saw them perform at what was a college campus,
Yes.
UCLA.
Like UCLA,
Was it
back
that
when
same
the show ended.
thing? And they had a bunch of cast members on. They had cast members at this one?
They had a few.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't, the thing is, like, that one at the finale of the show was like it was like their finale party.
Sean snuck into
So
the
they were
rap
all
party.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So this one wasn't like
Sean
that.
snuck in to use the bathroom.
This one was just like Michael Giacchino's thing.
Yeah.
But the guy who played Sawyer was there. The guy who played Bernard showed up.
The guy who played Sawyer was there. Josh Holloway. He was supposed to be hosting the event.
Yeah.
But he was really not there for much of the event.
I think the event turned in a different direction because Carlton Cuse and Damon Lindelof were supposed to like kind of work together with Josh Holloway, and I think Damon Lindelof was often
He got stuck in Australia.
in
because of a
Australia
storm
for
or something.
or
yeah.
some awards show that or the wrapping of some season that
He's wrapping the leftovers.
the
yeah.
leftovers, so he couldn't make it. So I think they had to kind of like they threw in Michael Giacchino to be on the main stage, and then like whatever they were going to do with Josh Holloway, I don't think ended up working.
Josh
out.
Holloway was ad-libbing, and you could tell because it wasn't very funny, and it was extremely awkward.
Was it charming?
You know,
Yeah.
and it's funny because you could tell that everybody there was a huge Lost fan, that they wanted to laugh at everything he was saying, but it was so like
Yikes.
some of it didn't make very much sense.
I think that made it funny. That made me laugh because he kept telling Michael Giacchino he's happy he's not a digital guy, and that kept making me laugh because it was like, oh, you're not a digital guy,
He's not
you
a
know, he's
lawnmower
not.
man.
He kept doing this.
Yeah.
You're no Job.
But he
He
was
had no plan.
He was genuinely enthusiastic about the orchestra and the music being played because he had noted he had never seen that side of it.
Yeah.
Because when you're working on the show, I mean, the music's done in LA. The entire show was shot almost in entirety in Oahu, and it's like you never get to see that. And if you haven't seen a live orchestra of that caliber play, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's awesome.
For that many people, like I think we counted, and it was like at least 30 or 40 people playing violin, and then there was the rest of the band. Like I would say 40 to 50 people total on stage, and they're just that in time playing such moving music. To me, if for no other reason, that was the one reason I went to that, was to just see live music being played that I know very well.
And they played to the scenes, correct?
Sometimes they would just play the song and then put
Now-
like shots and other like fun stuff from the show on there.
You told me there was like this fourth element to the concert.
Yeah, so what was really cool was that the venue that the Lost show was in looked like it was, I mean, it was really old, but it was perfect for that show. It was like made for that show because
Like an amphitheater
behind the stage was like hills and palm trees and stuff, and it was just like, wow, this is like you couldn't have picked a better place.
It was
to
at
do
the
this.
Ford Amphitheater in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
In case
It was
anybody's
built
ever been
built
there.
in like 1920.
Yeah, you can look up photos of the stage. It looks like a cathedral or like the ruins of an old castle.
It looks really cool.
It was crazy. So anyway, so they played it there, but the wind picked up so bad during the show that it was like, okay, all right, the trees start rustling. The screen was getting like airborne.
Yeah.
And
That's rad.
looked
Like
like it was going to
perpendicular
fucking
to the
fly
ground.
off into the audience at one point. It was like going horizontal. And we were getting hit with so many. It was like, after a while, it was like dirt.
Yeah.
See, that
Being
sucks.
it was like, okay.
Like
It
shitty
was,
dust.
yeah,
all right.
The amphitheater was built on a dirt hill, and it was blowing the dirt off the hill into everybody's face. I felt bad for the performers on stage because half the orchestra had to face straight into the wind,
Yeah.
trying to read their music with dirt flying into their eyes.
Oh.
And
Fucking-
those instruments are not like, it's a violin that like $1,200. Like they're playing violins and like harps.
They're
and
super
like,
expensive and
really
like
expensive stuff.
their music stands were blowing over. They had to get some PA to come out and hold Michael Giacchino's music paper down for him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It was windy as fuck.
But
Awesome.
I think that added to the fourth element of it, because at times there would be like huge movements in the music, and all of a sudden the wind would just start picking up, and it would get like all rustly, and like to the point where I was sitting by myself, but to the point where I was like looking around to ask people, did they play? Like, are they pretending that this isn't planned?
People thought they were doing Smoke Monster shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
one of those happy accidents.
It would move the like. There was one big finish that they had where the screen like moved out, and it was like on this huge like big lost like finish, and like Michael Giacchino turns around and goes, and everyone on that cue, wow,
yeah.
But it was pretty impressive.
It was cool, and I really liked seeing when we saw them before, when we saw them play after the finale, we saw them score the scene where they launched the raft. That's like one of the best pieces of music in that whole show.
Yeah.
And that was cool. But what I liked in this show was starting it, scoring the whole opening to the show. That like him running into the wreckage and da 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 da, and that was really really cool. And then closing it with scoring the whole last act of the show. Was just couldn't have been a better bookend to it.
In the bamboo,
but they played a lot of really like deep cuts. Like it's one thing to play all the themes you remember, but then like playing there was like a whole theme for like when the freighter showed up. I don't even remember that. I can't even tell you what that was. You know, it was really cool. It was a lot of fun.
It was cool to sit down and like listen to them talk about what they thought going into the show and how they did it. It was really nice to get that like experience with Michael Giacchino, because we've all heard so much about like Damon Lindelof, Carlton Hughes, and JJ Abrams' approach to the show, but you never really got a chance to see like how the music came out and like why he thought about doing a certain scene that way or this way. And to me, I'm always very interested in the music because it's such a big part of a production that people so often forget about. That I think it's really cool to have the person who's in charge of that kind of talk about why this art form is so unique, that it can be so subtle but add so much. Which I think is great.
Did he do any Disney encore?
No. I was going to say that's the last time that we saw him. He played. He came back
theme
and played Up.
Yeah, I want to be the bearer of bad news or the con to these guys' pro, and I will say, this show was not as good as the one they did years ago for various reasons, but there weren't as many celebrity guests there.
There was never going to be, though.
But okay, you had your chance to talk. Thank you.
We got point counterpoint.
We heard everything you had to say.
Sean, put it in.
They didn't play extra music from other works that he had done. And they weren't handing out the vitamin water.
Oh, yeah, no vitamin water?
No Dharma Initiative vitamin water.
Damn.
So just in general, if you were going to compare the two, this one was not as good as the one that happened a few years ago.
To be fair, they played 45 minutes at the first one, and we got like 2.5 hours of lost stuff this time. So it's kind of there are pros and cons.
Just saying my opinion.
Point counterpoint.
I know. I'm just saying.
I'll moderate it. We'll just get point counterpoint.
Thank you. Do I still have 60 seconds?
Yeah, you got 60 seconds on the clock.
Okay, can we
and
reset
I'll give you
my
another
time?
10. I'll give you another 10.
You interrupt my shit all night. I'm just saying something.
Okay, go ahead. You got another 10.
I've never once interrupted Rocco, ever. I can't even talk for 60 seconds without him interrupting me.
Okay.
And by the way,
yeah,
I want to explain that earlier. You were whispering, so I figured people at home would be turning up their speakers. That was part of the bit. I was souping up your bit. Didn't interrupt it.
I
souped it
little
up.
Soup up.
It's when you attach a soup up to something, it makes it better.
Yeah.
You souped me down, dude.
It's like when you get your horn to play La Cucaracha. You're souping it up.
Exactly. And I felt like I had a good time, but, I'm not complaining about the price of the ticket, but I was thinking, I would be more comfortable with, like, $45 ticket as opposed to the $85 ticket. Getting your money's worth. Now, I will say, Brian and I went to Ozzfest yesterday. Those tickets were $30.
Where was that?
Listed
in
ticket
San
price.
Diego?
San Bernardino.
Oh, okay.
San Manuel Amphitheater.
And I remember thinking that at the time, being like, wow, there's like a whole festival here, and it's like half the cost of that Lost concert. But the concert was good, and it was beautiful music, and it was an Oscar-winning composer there conducting his own personal symphony. So it was a magical experience. I'm not taking away that aspect.
He's still doing Disney stuff too. He just did Zootopia.
Well, they are having him do the Rogue One, the Star Wars.
Oh, that's right.
Because the original composer wouldn't come back to fix it or something. So
he just rewrote
having
it.
him do
They
reshot stuff, and the old composer is not coming back. So they were like, okay, which he must have been stoked for.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's got to be something on a bucket list.
I think
if you're a symphonic composer, you're looking up to John Williams for sure.
I think the reason I bring that stuff up, though, about the Lost thing is that is just because like what we went to before was kind of it was like a finale party, and it wasn't really you know what I mean. It wasn't really in the same context. Is the only reason I bring that up.
Sure.
And it was, and seeing as how they had like just wrapped the show, I didn't think we were going to get any people from the show at this one, just because it's like why Lost isn't really in the zeitgeist right now.
Yeah.
So that,
but you remember at that last one, they kind of had this. They were playing the music, but they were also doing this thing called Messages in a Bottle, where they had written a bunch of like almost script elements, story. Like they wrote messages that other characters on the show would put into a bottle for their families. So you're getting to hear some perspective of like new characters that were from the world of Lost that you didn't necessarily get on the show. And they did that almost in between every song last time. And this time, they did it like once or twice.
Yeah. They did bring that back?
Yeah, and they still brought out actors to read those parts, but it was Bernard and it was Penny.
And
Bernard was married to Rose, right?
And Jacob.
Bearded fella?
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And so they were still kind of like taking elements from that first show and, still kind of running with that program again.
For me, I never went to the first show.
Yeah.
So like for me, that was my chance to actually go see that live, and that was one of the reasons why I'm like, I don't care what the price is. The show meant so much to me. I already love orchestrated music already. I love soundtracks. I have to go see this. It's the actual composer, the actual symphony that did the music. Yeah. However, I do have to agree with Derek on one part of it. It's Lost, and I always felt like when it came to Lost, there was always going to be like, okay, here's all the stuff that you expect. And here's something just totally out of left field. And I guess maybe I've just hyped it up in my own head. I thought there would be something a little bit more to it.
It was by the books.
But that being said, the show and everything else was incredible, and I enjoyed it.
Not only that, hey, big thing. First Lost concert we went to had badass merchandise. I still wear the shirt I bought.
Oh, yeah.
They had merch at this concert, and it was all
terrible.
We have to go back. A night of the music of Lost, and it was all merchandise for that concert. And I felt like, hey, I'm a fan of the show. I'm not a fan of this venue. And sitting here tonight.
And in addition to that, they had, if anybody out there remembers, when Lost aired, they had in the last season, every week they put up a limited edition print. On their website at a random time, and you had to be like fucking on that website, to reload that website to get those, and they'd be gone in 3 seconds. And I have some, that I was able to that I was lucky enough to get, but they had like tons of them that I never got at the merch booth, and it was like, oh fuck, like they had one of Locke going like. It was one of like a dark forest and Locke like finding that cabin and going into it, and it was like, fuck, I tried to get that. In 2010, I was trying to get that. So I waited like almost half an hour in line to get up there, and I get up and I'm like, all right, how much is that one? I'll take it. And they were like, oh, you wanted to do the silent auction?
Oh, fuck no.
What? Yeah, you're like the 10th person who's asked. I wonder if we should put up a sign.
Yeah, you should.
Yes.
Yes, because I only waited for that.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Well, let us offer you a shirt. Nope. Goodbye.
Especially because they had sent out an email like 2 days before. Oh, get ready for the new Lost event. It's going to be so much fun. We'll have merchandise and a bunch of stuff for you guys to check out and a silent auction. But like when you say you're going to have merchandise, I assume that you're going to have more than just the shirt that promotes the one event.
Yeah. And the prints were next to that.
Yeah.
It's not like they were in their own like
they
section.
Were right next to it.
It was prints and shirts next to each other. So it was like, all right, I'm ready to buy those.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
So that was the Lost concert and the ELO concert. I know we're kind of running out of time, right? Probably
a little, but
we don't have Sean here.
Who went to ELO?
Yeah, but who cares?
Same team.
Oh, we're going 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
All right. I want to talk about our adventures yesterday at Ozzfest.
Give me a little.
Yeah, I'll give you.
Brian and I met up with some friends up in San Bernardino. Had a chance to see Black Sabbath and some other bands at Ozzfest.
Sick.
Now, I didn't know going in. I don't know why I didn't think of this. Ozzfest is a music festival.
Yeah. Hey, me neither.
Fucking duh.
Yeah.
But I was expecting, like, in my mind, like, it'd be going to a concert. Like, you just roll up to the concert, like... No, it was like going to a fucking music festival.
It's a party, dude.
Yeah, we're totally unprepared. Like, we leave San Diego late, like, noon. We're hitting all this traffic. And then we figure, like, oh, we'll get some, like, waters and some... Honestly, we'll pick up a pack of beer and we'll just roll in. We'll drink in the parking lot a little bit, then we'll go see Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
About 2 miles outside of the venue, there's a fucking line of cars. And my Google Maps is telling me, like, yeah, continue down this road for 2 miles and then make a left. And then you'll continue down that road for 2 miles and then you'll hit the amphitheater. And I see this line of cars and I'm like, this is not fucking moving. Like, this is a 6-hour line right here.
Yeah.
And I say to myself, you know what?
Crack those beers.
I'm not going to... Yeah, right? No, I'm not going to get in this line.
Even better.
Honestly, I felt kind of stupid at first. I was telling Brian, like, this is probably the line for the venue, but I'm just going to check it out. I'm not going to get in this line. So I drive, and I'm driving past the line, and it's just a long-ass fucking road that goes forever, and I'm like...
Oh, you're that guy.
This is the line.
This
This is the line. And the further I go, it starts with, like, people, like, rolling down their windows, like, looking at us drive by, like, fuck. And then just, I can hear people shouting, just like...
Don't fucking do
Fuck
that.
you! Fuck you! And then as we're driving, people are literally rolling down their windows, sticking their fingers out of their... Like, we're driving past a procession of people flipping us off.
You're about to commit a sin.
And it's not just us. It's about 5 or 10 cars. Like, there's another line forming in front of us. Whatever. We go, like, 2 miles down, and I realize, like, this is all leading to a 4-way intersection, and then everybody's trying to turn left, and this is a one-lane street that goes another 2 miles to the amphitheater.
Wow.
So I pull all the way up to the end of this intersection, and I see people, like, handing beers to the people in line, like, bribing them, like, we'll cut in line with you if we give you a beer. So I tell Brian, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to pay to get in this line. So I go through my wallet and I pull out $10, and I was like, I'm gonna pay somebody $10 to cut in this line. And I roll down my
Free
window.
market. God bless America.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to call somebody, like, get their attention, and nobody's looking
like,
at
waving
us.
money out of the
Everybody's
window.
just like has their blinders on, like, fuck you, I'm not even looking.
They
at
don't
you.
wanna deal with
So
it.
I'm literally hanging out the window,
That'd be
waving
me.
$10. For whatever reason, the traffic in front of us starts to go. Nobody's even taking my money, but I somehow am able to merge into this line.
I don't know how you...
Oh my God.
I cut into the front of the
Hell
line
yeah,
at the
dude.
intersection. I tell Brian, I put my money back in my pocket. I'm just like, I was going to pay somebody $10, but nobody took it, so now we're in line, and I don't know what to do, so
You're a
fuck it.
fucking pirate.
Yeah.
You're
So
a modern day pirate.
I'm a modern day
Fuck lines.
pirate. I have 2 more miles to go, and so I'm sitting at this intersection. It's like gridlock traffic. I'm waiting to turn left, but there's like an
now
endless
you're
line of
paranoid.
cars that leads over this 1-lane bridge, over the horizon. I can't see where it is. Somewhere down there is the venue. This is another 2-hour wait, and I didn't fucking expect this. Out of nowhere, a black sedan, like Rocco's car, pulls up, and there's a cop there directing traffic. And this car tries to pull up and do exactly what I did, like cut into the line. And the cop is like, no! Keep on driving, buddy! Keep on driving!
Turn right, turn only,
And
right,
the,
turn
and the
only.
driver,
Cop
and I
voice.
can see the driver, and the driver's like, no, we're going in here. And the cop walks over to the car, and he, like, talks to the car, and he's looking pissed off. And then he's like, oh, yeah, right. Really? Black Sabbath? Are they in here? Wow. And then he turns around, and he goes over to the car in front of us, and we can hear him talking, and he's like, you're going to have to let this car in. Yeah, no. These guys are with the band. And it was like Black Sabbath's managers or something.
Whoa.
So Brian and I are just
okay.
watching this, and it's like, not very interesting. Okay, what are Black Sabbath's managers? And the line in front of me starts moving a little bit, so I'm able to turn. I go like 10 feet, and now I'm waiting to go on this fucking whatever. I see over the bridge, this cop is coming with his lights on. He comes all the way down the wrong side of the road, which has been closed off to traffic. He comes all the way down here. He gets to the end. He spins around. He's going to give a police escort to this guy all the way to the venue.
He's probably Aussie.
So maybe.
It was the man.
So the cop flips a U-turn, and he starts leading this car down the wrong side of the road. Basically, there's an endless line of cars, and this cop is driving down the single other lane. This car's following behind him, and then another car follows behind that car. And then another car follows behind that car. And the guy that I cut off gets out of his car, and he starts running on foot, chasing all those cars. Be like, fuck you, fuck you. And the cop is chasing after him like, no, let him go. No, let him go. I don't know what happens, but for whatever reason, that guy runs back to his car behind me and just follows. He pulls out and he starts following this cop. And I turn to Brian and I was like, I don't know what's happening. I'm fucking
Mob
going for
mentality,
it.
baby.
I pull out of the line. I get in this cop caravan and we sail past a second.
This is how a riot starts.
2 miles
This
of
is how a
people.
riot starts.
And I can hear these people too just be like, fuck this. What the fuck? Fuck you. We skipped a 6-hour line. We drove right into Ozzfest.
Fuck.
Then, blah, 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 blah. I know this is a long story, so I'm going to skip a bunch of other stuff. Interesting stuff happened.
badass story.
Maybe I'll talk about it some other day. But
Beast.
after hours, we had issues trying to find our friends there. Crazy. It was a whole fucking crazy day.
This is some Dick Bodie type schemes.
It was, but I'm going to skip to the end of it here. We go into the venue finally 4 hours later because a lot of crazy shit happened. I'll talk about it on a later day. But we go into the venue and we have general admission tickets at Ozzfest, which, by the way, if nobody's ever been to a metal music festival, I'm not joking. For half a second, you feel like this is like kind of what hell would be like.
Yeah, it's like if you watch an 80s movie that takes place in the future.
Yeah.
Where it's all like neo-punk.
It is all like Metalocalypse looking, sweaty,
dope.
fucking stinky dudes. It's either like long hair,
Bellies.
scary looking, like hardcore gangbanger looking dude, or like shirtless buff dude with like skull tattoos all over himself. Like looks like he has a knife hidden on him, even though he's not wearing any clothes.
A lot of leather.
We had general admission tickets, which was just an ocean of bodies mashing together, trying to mash up against this fence that was overlooking the seated area, like the bottom loge part of the amphitheater. Somehow, we just walked into loge. We just walked in. We walked in through the exit into the seated area.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking
past
Dread Pirate Roberts.
Past
the security guard.
Past security. So then we're just looking, and there's just like we're sitting like. So there's a gate behind us with bodies mashing against the gate, and then we're on a little sidewalk, and then in front of us is all the seats. So we just come to a row of seats that are empty, and like look this way, look that way.
Have a seat, baby.
Step over into the seat, and now we got seats for Black Sabbath, and we sat there for the rest of the night.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And so the theme of the day was just skipping lines and bypassing fucking everybody.
It's great.
And that's what you got to do.
The world's in chaos. Just make your own rules up.
We saw Megadeth, we saw Black Sabbath, but we also saw Disturbed, and yes, they played Down with the Sickness.
Did you open up your hate?
How was it?
I opened
Garrett,
up.
I thought of you.
Why?
I fell asleep.
Oh,
During
does that guy have dreads?
The guitar player looks like you and acts like you. I can't describe it, but
That's
you
weird.
guys have the same swagger. You got
There's
these
a lot
long
of
dreads,
tall, lanky, dreaded white dudes that have a very similar
kind of this like bouncy like.
sweat. Oh yeah, that's
He looks
like a lot of
he looks and acts
monkey-
like you. The other guys in Disturbed, they look like Matrix cosplayers.
They
Oh,
do.
rad.
The lead singer has like a big long black robe, and he talks.
Does he have the horns that go down?
I don't think he
I
does
think he
anymore.
took those out.
And
Those are fucking rad.
He addresses the audience like it's a fucking like haunted
Seance?
house.
Yeah.
You know, like, and now, good audience, you've arrived at the part of the show where the members of Disturbed will humbly request audience participation. And it's like, somebody tell this guy that Dracula isn't fucking real. Like, talk like a regular person,
Bela
please.
Lugosi's dead, you fuck.
Yeah.
It's the fucking ghost host.
Down with the Sickness sucks. I'll have you know. But we were surrounded by people who fucking loved it.
were
They knew
into it,
every word.
Not a young crowd there, huh?
Older crowd.
Yeah.
Older,
And
much
No
uh,
kids are into fucking heavy
There were
like rock
there,
music.
there was
Really?
a kid in front of us, like must have been.
that was for
10 or 12
Megadeth. But
years
yeah,
old
like a
for
14-year-old
Megadeth.
kid was there for Megadeth.
He's got like a cool
and then he
older brother.
disappeared for Disturbed and Black Sabbath. Anyways, I know that was a long story. We had a long, adventurous day. I just want to share a little bit of it with you. Oh, last thing I'll say, Black Sabbath, this is their final tour. It was awesome to see them. Great show. But you know what? Bands at festivals need to understand when your show starts at 9:30 at night and plays till 11:30 and people have been there since 10 a.m. in 90-degree weather, the audience has got to be fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
And the whole night, Ozzy Osbourne was like, let me see your fucking hands. I'm saying, go fucking crazy, or else I'm. And literally at one point he said,
I hate that shit.
literally at one point he goes, all right, we got one more fucking song. We might have two, but that depends on you. I want to see you go fucking crazy. All right, and then they played their last song, and then everybody went crazy. He's like, all right, that's it, and he walked off stage. And then from backstage, the stage is dark. You just hear him go, I want to hear everybody chant one more fucking song. You better chant one more song, or else we're not coming out. It's like, Ozzy, you can't just tell people. Just play the encore.
It's a Prince of Dark. No, that's a Prince of Darkness.
He was
man.
grumpy, but
He
know
was
what?
also.
I got a
sick.
thing against seeing like older rock acts.
You know what?
It's, like,
I was telling
sad.
Brian yesterday, I don't think I could see an old man band anymore because I've seen like 10 in a row and it's starting to be depressing. Like, I need to see a young guy. It's fucking depressing to just think like, okay, so the only cool people left are 70-year-olds. And, and everybody
Well, they
younger
were
than
cool.
that is lame.
They were cool in the 70s.
Hey, I mean, they still put on an exceptional show.
Oh.
Like, it sounded so good. I was so
cool.
impressed. Like, Ozzy kept commenting about how he was sick, And I could barely tell that he had a problem, like, at all. He was, were you with us when we saw him 2-3 years ago?
I haven't. No,
Okay.
the last time I listened, because I couldn't get in, I sat out in Chula Vista for Ozzfest in like 2000 and probably like 5 or something. But he sounded awful.
Yeah, see
and that's why I was like, ooh, I don't want to see Sabbath.
He sounded pretty good.
That's
this
cool.
time he sounded totally, normal. It sounded like the album. But, like, it's just...
He was a little bit off and a little bit sick.
I was so impressed that he was as physically mobile as he was. Because when we watched him, I think, in Irvine a few years back, he kind of just stayed right at the...
A little mobile?
Yeah, right there at the mic, moved.
Might have been recovering from some surgery or something.
He was, like, running back and forth across the stage every few
TRT.
songs. Like,
pretty feeling good. Drinking juice.
It was pretty impressive. I was pretty happy with it. And man, like... Their sound is so big in that arena, cool. And just having all like I think at some point they said there were like 40,000 people there,
maybe,
which I would believe because
40,000 tired people,
big ass amphitheater.
I'm jealous. That sounds good, but yeah, I can't do the festival.
Yeah,
so Justin
currently missing Slipknot right now. So
Justin Cardinal in the chat asked, "Is Mega64 getting old?" And I just want to say, no, that's not happening.
No,
it's
impossible.
You're only as young as you feel.
Yeah. You're only as old as you don't want to be.
Yeah, true.
Hey,
age is a number.
AJ, nothing but a number.
You guys may have had some crazy things happen at that show, but it doesn't top what happened at ELO.
Oh yeah,
ELO live at the Hollywood Bowl.
Even older crowd.
And no, really young.
About this
real?
I was probably the youngest person there. But anyway,
that would have been me.
Yeah, actually, that'd be Brian. But anyway, we get there. My dad had tickets, so my family was there too. They weren't sitting by us, but they were there at the show. And I found out he bought tickets, but they did some thing on Facebook that was like, post something about ELO and win a prize. And so my dad, he's just killing time. Facebook. He posted something about ELO, and they went, "Congratulations, you won tickets to their show at the Hollywood Bowl." He's like, I have the fucking tickets. Okay. But they were better tickets. They were like way close up. So he was like, cool. So he used those. He used the closer tickets. And he went, and then as I'm sitting there, suddenly I start getting... I'm seated in a totally different area. I start getting texts from my dad of him with JJ Abrams.
Yeah, that photo was fucking crazy.
Yeah, I posted it on Twitter.
I
jokingly posted it was a version 4 picture, but no. Anyway, it's my dad with JJ Abrams, and there's an actor behind them, and I don't remember his name, Greg.
It's not Arzt, but he was another like extra.
He was a pilot in Lost,
yeah,
and in a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah,
old friend of JJ Abrams. But anyway, so my dad posted a picture, or was sending me pictures with them, and I'm like, what's going on here? And so I talked to him after the show, and he's like, yeah, isn't that crazy? I went to some break area. Like, they had some, like, kind of green room kind of area for his section. Like, because my dad was way close. And he's like, so I went down there just to get a snack. And there was a dude just getting, like, chips. And he turned around, it was JJ Abrams. And I was like...
No way.
And he said... So I went up to him and I said... He's like, honestly, I felt bad you weren't there, Rocco. I was like, oh, well, thank you. And he said... So I said to JJ, hey, I'm sorry. My son, Rocco, loves your stuff. I wish he was here. Could I get a picture with you? Would that be okay? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, totally. Said he was a really cool guy. And then my dad told me, he said, so I went in to take a selfie. I was like, yeah. And he said, and then I realized I had never done that. I don't know how to do that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and he said, I've never used the front camera. I don't ever have any reason to do that. Yeah. So he's like, so I didn't know how to do it. So I'm like, well, should I turn it around? And then he said, JJ Abrams took my phone and went, no, let me show you how to do it. Let me show you.
Yeah.
This is the button. Flip the phone.
Yeah.
This is what you're going to want to do. You're going to do that. And he said, JJ took all the pictures. Like, he took all these photos with them. And so I said that.
We've done that at our booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I said that at the concert, and Eric said, oh, so the Hollywood Bowl is J.J. Abrams' PAX East.
Yeah.
He's stopped for photos, and they don't know how to work the camera, and it's like, all right, let me check.
That's exactly.
But he said he was really cool, and the other... Anyway. So, there you go. So that was that. Top that. Not
Fuck
Fest.
yeah. Not Fest.
But that ELO show was great. Wasn't that a great show?
It was good. I like it.
Yeah, I had a great time. That was also
it was weird being there and I at one point, Eric, you said to me, you were like, I can't believe I'm seeing this live. And it really was true. It's like, I knew we were seeing Yellow, but it wasn't until the music was playing that I was like, oh, it's like all these songs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're doing this. Oh, this is cool. You know, it was a really good show.
Me and Emma sang Lady Gaga, so there was that.
That was your musical.
That was my whole musical
of
endeavor.
the week.
It was fucking awesome, too.
Nice. Do you want to talk about that?
We're out of time.
Are we?
Shit.
Are we?
Man.
Someone in the chat brought this up. I got a Facebook message the other night where he said, I got a Facebook message that literally said, quick, Rocco, what song do I play at karaoke if I want to, like, impress people or, like, tear the room up? And I just responded, I was at the Lost show.
Oh, yeah.
Killing time. And I just put, Journey, Separate Ways.
That's
send.
your go-to.
And that was it. And this guy is saying, I got him laid.
He got
Wow.
the pink?
Now he owes you.
That's
He
what she
needs a
said
bug.
in the chat.
Rocco, there's
He
a
needs to
bug
get
on the
you
corner of
laid
your
now.
chair. Look at that.
Ew, fuck you.
Look at that picture bug thing.
Oh,
Earwig thing. I love
it
it.
on
It's
you.
so
No.
chaos.
Where'd it go?
On you.
Seriously,
On you.
where'd it go?
It fell down there.
Oh,
Did it
God.
really?
Is it in there?
Where'd it go?
That earwig thing can fuck you
No,
up.
yeah,
dude.
it'll
Anyways,
literally
Eric.
climb into your fucking ear.
Eric,
it's a
that
bug.
thing is nasty.
I've seen it.
Pinchy
It didn't
bug.
happen to me. It happened to Eric. It fucking sucks.
I wasn't going to say
Oh, that really did.
I wasn't going to say that. Maybe he doesn't want his medical info history out there. Is that against doctor's orders?
No.
Doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders,
Don't do
guys. Don't give out your friend's medical history like Brian just
Against
did.
the law.
It's not medical
Eric's
history.
sitting there. He can't react. He's so fucking... Oh, he's pissed.
So mad.
Can you even see his face?
He's got a red face.
Yeah. Oh, I went to, before that Lost thing, I had killed time in Los Angeles. I went to this bookstore called The Last Bookstore, downtown LA. Cool place.
They sell occult
I looked it up.
items.
It was like the best bookstore in LA is what it said. And it was like 2-story, really like old, dingy, almost like haunted library feel to it. Upstairs, they had the sci-fi and fantasy section, and it was like they had the horror vaults, which looked like an old bank vault, but it was filled with all their horror books.
That's cool.
Keep the monsters at bay.
Yeah, I was able to get a Bret Easton Ellis book, Less
which
Than
one?
Zero.
Oh, that's a really good one.
You've read it?
Like when I was in middle school, so I don't remember it.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm going to catch up with Brian's middle school
Yeah, it's
reading list.
6th grade level.
I'll let
Hey,
him know what I think of it.
How are their prices? Is a resale
Really
shop,
good, really
right?
good. The new books are reasonably priced, but the one I got was like $6. They have used
tight.
books for like $3-4. Check it out. But yeah, what else is there to say, or should we wrap it up now at this
Before we
point?
wrap it up, I was going to get, a couple of us got the iPhone 7. I was going to give impressions of it, but I got bad news yesterday. Someone on Facebook told, I hate to say this on the air because it really breaks my heart.
Ooh.
But someone told me yesterday that I was Apple cucked.
That's the worst.
Sean, on Tuesday,
That's the worst thing. Your dick's out there.
Sean,
just
on
swinging.
Tuesday, when I say that, have a thunderclap. Like as soon as I say it, I'm Apple cucked. And then cut together this crazy montage. I don't know,
Like
what
Emperor
style.
Palpatine.
I have no clue.
like
No,
Just do
I
it.
know. It's a montage of different like
I'll
moments, pictures of Rocco on his Apple devices. So like checking his watch, or
Oh,
checking
yeah.
his
Yeah, here, I'll
emails.
give you a shot.
Apple Watch, baby.
Just
iPhone.
like he does it every podcast.
MacBook
he
Pro.
checks his email or his watch at some point. So you
Use that shot.
can cut all those together.
Do a crazy montage that just, and it's like Vertigo, where it's like,
But make it be the morpher communicator noise when he does that.
yeah. So anyway.
I think this guy's morpher cucked.
Yeah, definitely Sentai
He's power
cucked.
cucked.
Sentai
Oh,
cucked
right.
for sure.
Power morpher cucked.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry if I spread that to anybody watching this. I didn't want to.
You ain't gonna spread it. That's all you.
Cucked
Oh,
for
scroll.
Harambe.
That's just you, man.
Very cucked.
Anyway, I think that's the end of the show.
Darn.
Cool.
Fuck. What?
He
What
wants
does
to
that
keep
mean? You didn't
going.
like the show?
No. I thought it was great.
Oh.
I thought
Sound like you're happy you sent me.
no. Darn is a bad word. You say that when you're upset. You know, you go darn.
No, I don't. I say fuck. Hey, real quick, we do have. I guess he's done, but we
You made the decision to leave.
we have some real quick. We have some things from the PO box that we just wanted to show.
If you want to see us open it, you better shout one more letter. Fucking shout it. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Oh, P.O. Box.
Wake up, dog.
Hey, if you want to send us stuff at our PO box, Send it to Mega64 PO Box
I'll take that.
713
Hand it all the way down.
090 Santee, California 92072.
All right. Anybody got a knife? Any knives around?
Here's a knife.
Hey, for once I don't.
Thanks. I'll take that.
I got everything.
Oh, wait. This is for Mega64 and Brian.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just take any one of these that has my fucking name on it.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
all of them?
Yeah.
Might have some candy.
Yeah.
Why?
It definitely does.
Do you think it might be rude if somebody opened up your candy when you weren't around?
Yeah.
what do you
Ate
think?
it? Is that not something that you condone?
Yeah, well, I mean, I had 1 or 2 pieces. You wasted a whole bag, so I don't know. You tell me
Well,
what the difference is.
you know,
Wasted or
you know
enjoyed?
what the saying goes: avenge sevenfold.
So,
Brian, can I open one of yours?
no, nobody can. You know why? Because I got fucking, what the hell?
What is that?
This is birthday cake candy corn.
Does it say who it's for?
It is for Mega64 and Brian.
And
so I
Brian.
will happily share this with you.
This is for Rocco. Hope you like it. I know your favorite episode is Return of an Old Friend, so I got this for you from Angelo.
This came with a note. It said, "Hey guys, please share the candy corn with Brian. Thank you for everything you do for the fans. Love you guys and hope to see you at more Midwest cons." And then I think this was the original person who sent out the candy. So thank you for getting this back. Also, come out to our game days because that's even better.
Game days.
Midwest cons.
Angelo, thank you for... Angelo got me the Green Ranger. Thank you, Angelo.
Nice.
Thank you. Now we've got Secret Squirrel, Morocco Mole, and the Green Ranger. So I'm going to keep it on Eric's desk.
No, thank you.
I'm out of room, Eric. I have no choice.
Start stacking them.
All right, here. Let me see that candy corn. Open that up.
Sure. Which one do you want to open up?
This
one?
birthday one.
Okay.
Did Brian get some good stuff?
It's for Mega64, and they asked us to share it with him.
Well, sharing. Sharing.
Well, I guess this guy breaks the rules. He doesn't understand the hierarchy of the letter where they requested Mega64 to share it with him. That would imply that the owner body is the first one, and they like lease out the property to the the sub people. He's flipped it on its head.
He did turn it around in his favor.
I did.
In a weird way.
He's made us all sub people.
Yeah.
He's not. He is disarmed though. Brian, you want me to arm you?
Yeah, please.
Oh, if you share some of the candy with me.
I was going to.
It's not a
Okay,
matter
cool,
of Brian sharing it with
Oh.
people. It's that it's supposed to be shared with
I'm kinda-
Brian.
Oh, that's
You played into
kinda on
the,
his
to the
side.
sub person flippage.
Yeah.
How does yours? This
You
one
know,
is like-
I'm just happy that
Confederacy of Dunces over there.
I'm just happy there's a lock.
There's
It's
two
safety.
locks.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
I'm just happy that everyone forgets that I drank that cider with
yeah,
Brian.
it was his
Oh, you
idea to
did?
drink the cider.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
I
you
was-
know what?
and
I
I
was
was-
never aware of that.
and I was
actually.
the one who-
Whoa! New information comes to light.
I just love
for you
that,
first.
Those look good. Birthday cake.
Those do look good.
Hand me
I
that
should have
sog.
some, too.
Shout out to my boy Royce who recommended the sog.
Thank you.
There you go. Here, you should have some.
Thanks.
There.
Oh,
Now,
they're like a birthday cake.
now it's been done
You
properly.
just want first tastes. Can I touch this?
I just want to
light?
follow the rules.
Eric, can I touch this light?
Yeah.
No, it's hot. I burned myself.
Hey.
What you got,
You know, it makes
Those
sense
are these
that you and Brian
Yeah.
conspired on the apple cider.
Yeah, I'm a
Because
mastermind.
then you both struck me individually, him with the grapevines,
Yeah.
and you with the Tim Tams.
Tim Tams.
So
Oh,
I
yeah,
see
baby.
a pattern amongst you two.
Yeah.
I think we need to eat something of Garrett's.
We feel like, the stuff
That
gets
ass
left
right
around in the
out.
heat. It gets all melty and spoiled. Ants come as
Who,
we've
you
seen.
say we? Is that you and Brian?
This is our conspiracy, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a letter here from Joshua D.
Treats should be
He
enjoyed.
says, "Hey guys, I recently watched podcast 406 where you guys had the backyard barbecue and I really enjoyed it. From the different recipes you guys made, I was inspired to recreate the recipes you guys did, but with my dad.
Awesome.
My dad and I went grocery shopping for the recipes, and it was an awesome time cooking with my dad. It was great to be able to bond with him. The one we found most delicious was Derek's Burger. So we
thank
made
you.
it and for the rest of the family, and they loved it.
All
So I want to say thank you for helping me bond with my dad. P.S. I work at a Starbucks from where I'm from and noticed you guys drink from there, so accept these Starbucks gift cards.
Oh!
$25 each. Oh, snap. Guess what? Oh, one for Sean? I don't think so.
Did I actually say who they're for?
$1.50 for Rocco.
Hey, get this.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, Rocco's always going to Starbucks.
Yeah, those are for me and
I'm a
Derek.
fan of the Bucks.
All right, let's see
We're
what
Bucks
this
guys.
says here.
Big Bucks fan.
Can we get this racist frog meme off the set?
What the heck? How long has that been there?
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't. Did Sean dress this or what?
Also, you know what? This one is addressed to Mega64 and Brian. So how about one of you guys actually open this one up?
What do you think? Should we do it?
We'll make
Yeah.
amends. We'll bury the hatchet.
What
Whoop,
else are you
whoop.
guys tasting over there?
We got
Got regular candy corn.
regular ass candy corn, birthday
Let's
candy
get some
corn.
chocolate in. That's not regular.
Oh, that is got some. Can I open this?
Yeah,
I'm not
please.
part of Mega64.
All right.
To see you asked.
Oh, thank you.
You're our physician on hand.
Hey, I have a feeling it's gonna be way more
Oh man.
of something that maybe.
This is from Nice Guy Henry, and he sent over a bunch of Tim
Is it
Tams.
like a
Tim
pocket?
Tams.
And
This is
Tim
it's an
Tam
assortment.
Chocolicious Velvet Mudslide. These are like Tim Tam chocolate.
Oh
Whoa! Something we've never seen
Arnold.
before.
Speak of the devil.
Thank you,
Wow.
I
Arnold.
don't eat dinner tonight.
Are they
out.
individually wrapped?
They are. They're like
Whoa.
Tim Tam chocolate candies or something. I
Brian,
don't
you got
know.
That's
pumpkins in
crazy.
here, dog?
Dude, this got pumpkin in here?
Eric, we got pumpkins.
Hey, dog.
Really?
Hey, dog.
They're like Tim Tam little Kit Kats. You see that?
Hey, dog. This
Little
got,
piece of
this got
chocolate
pumpkins
there.
in it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ew.
This is from Nice Guy Henry. Thank you.
Velvet
Thanks, nice guy.
Nice guy, Henry.
Virgin velvet mudslide.
These
All
are all
these
stuck
treats
together.
in the after show.
I know, it's not even Halloween.
It's like a sweet ass segment, baby.
Okay.
Oh, Halloween's gonna be
Ladies
great.
and gentlemen, this one was dedicated to Mega64 and Brian.
Oh my god, that's really good.
Won't try that.
But the note inside says to Derek. Here are some new, hopefully sealed grapevines.
Oh, some
Thank
new
you.
grapevines. Awesome.
These will replace the old ones here, and hopefully they will remain unopened.
Wait, you're keeping those sealed
Yeah.
for
Oh,
to preserve?
they also threw in Tim Tams.
Oh, all right.
Hey, you can't go wrong with that. There you go.
Thank you.
Why keep it sealed though? Why not have a taste?
You're not gonna open this?
Well, why?
I can already fucking see where this road ends.
I just am curious why not have.
I thought, you know what?
he
I thought
reached
the war
out.
was over. I thought we had reached peace
No, no,
across
no.
the land.
I feel
But
like
now
he-
the drums of war are rumbling
You've
once
got a
again.
whole thing of grapevines right there.
Oh,
you
these
don't
Tim
want
Tams
to try
are so
one.
melted.
Oh, suddenly everybody's understanding why I opened the grapevines last time.
Oh,
What is popular is not always right, and what is right is not always popular.
I'm
they
just
teach you
thinking
that in school.
We could be enjoying those right now.
he was nice enough to reach
What's
out
stopping you?
and send them.
You.
Technically, they're yours.
He
so
would want to
you.
see you. He would want to see
You know
you
what?
enjoy it.
There's taste is but one of the five senses. You can look at them. You can hold them.
Well-
You can smell the packaging. You can think about all the factory
Think there's any
experience.
sense?
Hey, while you
Okay.
guys are talking about this, Rocco's just getting through that whole package right
That's
there.
bullshit.
How
man.
many?
Dude, this
Oh, he only
fucking
had
melted
two.
is so good.
This pretty much sums up. Yeah,
No.
this sums it up.
Yeah.
That's about right.
No, it's Virgin Velvet Mudslide.
Hey, aren't those Tim Tams for me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
it's virgin.
No, the vines
Hey,
were.
Dude, it tastes like
Hey,
booze.
Derek. Hey, Derek. Yes, they were.
No, the vines were.
What's that?
Hey, these taste like booze.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why
Oh
they
no!
say-
Did you eat one?
No, it's virgin, but it does taste like booze.
Oh, they cooked all the alcohol.
Yeah.
You
It
really
does.
want that about your Tim Tams?
I
No, it's
just
good.
I
Rocker, can I get a Tim
realized
Tam?
that I have no alliances that I can trust.
Ooh, they're
Yeah.
all salty.
I
No, this is
I
for all of
promise
us. The
I'll
vines
leave
are
those
for you.
alone.
Hey, Derek.
Yeah.
You can trust me.
Okay.
I can
Thank
withstand
you.
the temptation.
Me and Eric versus the world. Hey, everybody.
I'll pass. Thank
This
you.
I want to make a call out. Send
which one
snacks
are
for
those?
only
Normal
me and
Tim Tam?
Eric because we are the only two who can be trusted
They're chocolate Tim Tams.
I
to
don't
not
like that.
rip into them
Come on, how old?
greedily. Okay, we are the only pious members of Mega64.
That's bullshit. I like gummy candy. Just saying.
The fuck? All right. Well, side note: Garrett likes gummy candy, but send stuff to me and Eric. Thank you. That's what I'm calling out
I
tonight.
can resist that. I don't need the red vines.
All right.
What's a grapevine?
Well, same difference.
I'm done.
With
Oh,
what?
Rocco's done.
Thanks. No, seriously, thank you to everyone to send
Thank you
out
very
all
much.
this stuff.
Kevin can be trusted too.
Kevin
apparently.
can.
You know, it
trust
ties them to the show. They get to see us interact with the stuff they
just
send.
trash. Thank you.
It's like a full 360 experience.
You ate my Tim Tams off camera. Nobody saw us interacting.
No, it was a whole bit we did with Thorban on the PPS. If you tune into the show, you
I
talk about it.
don't. Classic bit on the show I'm not on.
Classic show. Show bit extraordinaire.
These
Just a
birthday
show bit.
these birthday cake ones are like
yeah.
Those are really,
really good.
Deadly.
I don't
good.
usually like candy corn at all, and I really like those.
I like
pink.
candy corn. I don't like buying it for myself, and that's why I love Halloween season because it's abundant.
Hey, Rocco,
Ow!
are you getting chocolate stains all over your white chair?
What?
Oh,
There's already shit.
You getting poo-poo stands on that shirt?
Hey man, I was just
Hey, Eric, if you're afraid of poo-poo stains, that's your issue. I'm okay.
He wanted the white chair.
he doesn't
Yeah,
want
I
you
wanted
to,
the
but-
white chair.
How long will it be white for?
As long as it needs to be.
Email mega64.com.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got it.
All right, well, that's all for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Alrighty.
This has been the neurotypical little bitch cast. I have sat here with these neurotypical little bitches, giving you some insight into that world.
He's
You're
woke.
welcome.
Woke as fuck.
Good night.